everyone, it's me, Tyler, and I'm back with another YouTube video. Told you I'd see you tomorrow. So, if you didn't get a laugh out of the other one, sorry, I really did try. And a lot of people have been saying that it's been getting like 10 to 10 views and just a lot of nice things. So, I'm going to be posting another video today about scary animations, and I'm taking this as an inspiration from one of my favorite YouTubers, Dang Matt Smith, and I'm going to be reacting to scary animations. So yeah, I hope you enjoy. And at the end of each one, I will have to ask you what you rated that one. 1 is like, nah, and 10 is like, oh my god, that was so scary. Okay? So I will see you after the video. Well, you'll see my reactions, you know what I mean? Okay, so I'm about to start the video, I'm about to start, like, doing the videos, but I'm gonna get my blankie on, and we will start.
And I was on my way to my job at my local McDonald's to open with one of my favorite managers there with me. She told me to text her when I got there so that she could let me inside. Once I pulled in, I noticed a man standing outside of his car in the farthest corner of the parking lot. He was shooting me this sort of menacing stare. Let me point out that it's completely pouring outside. I was really confused as to why this guy wasn't just sitting in his car. I then parked and texted my manager to let me inside. Seconds later, I noticed her at the door opening it for me. Upon walking up to her, I say my usual good morning. I was stopped mid-sentence by her rushing me inside and saying, "Did you see that guy outside?" I told her yes, and she proceeded to help me refill sauces, napkins, and things like that. My manager then told me that she's going to check the security tapes just to make sure that everything during the period that the restaurant was closed was okay. Minutes later, my manager called me into her office for whatever reason. She told me to look at the screen, and it showed that the same man was standing outside. The time was 12:47. She then fast-forwarded the tape to reveal that the man had been standing outside the entire time up until now. And at this point, it's about 3:50 a.m. I ran to the front lobby and I noticed him still standing over by his car. I figured, or was hoping, that he was probably just on something and he was waiting for us to open so that maybe he could get breakfast. I resumed filling sauces again and making sure everything was in working order, until I was abruptly interrupted by banging at the front door. I walked over and noticed a figure right outside the front door. It was the man. I yelled that we were closed and that he would have to come back later. That didn't seem to faze him as he continued to bang on the door. I walked away, figuring that he was just being an asshole, when suddenly I heard a loud crash. I ran to the lobby to see the glass door broken and the man beginning to step inside. I yelled for my manager and told her that we needed to leave through the back door, and we did just that. We booked it to our cars and both called the cops. They arrived in about 15 minutes and came outside the restaurant with a dirty-looking man in cuffs. They said he was hiding in the back.
Look who came.
With a large knife in his hand. So that's my story, and also the reason I'm never working early mornings again.
And I'm not getting McDonald's ever again. That clown ain't fooling me. Girl, that was, no. Okay, no. No. That was probably like a 5, because it didn't really scare me. It was just kind of like suspense, like, oh my god, what's gonna happen, that kind of thing. But it like didn't make me feel anything. It kind of just made me like, what the frick? Like, what is this kid doing in McDonald's? Like, but anyway, on to the
It was my first Halloween living in my own house away from my parents. I live in a small corner house with a basement but no upstairs, a house my parents paid half for. It was 11 o'clock at night. I was sitting in the living room watching scary Halloween movies when I found myself getting up to answer a knock at the door. But then I stopped and thought, who could be at the door at 11 p.m.?
Oh, good idea.
Surely there were no more trick-or-treaters out.
You look like a predator.
I had a pretty good feeling it was a late-night Halloween ding-dong-ditcher, so I gave it a second. Then I shot a glance to the porch through the window. They were gone already. Yup, ding-dong-ditchers. I sat back down, not thinking twice about it, and again, knocking at the front door. Get lost, I yelled. I was not in the mood for punky kids. They ignored my demand and started pounding now, not just knocking. I was pissed now. I leaped up and swung the door open. No one was there once again. I slipped on my shoes and headed outside to begin searching the bushes for the kids, but there was nobody in sight. Not in the bushes, not behind my car, not across the street.
Go out there and
I was done
bat,
answering.
hit them.
I didn't want to feed into their fun anymore, so I went back inside, double-locked the door, and went to my bedroom, also locking that door.
He needs some milk!
Even over the TV, I could still hear the stupid kids pounding on my front door repeatedly. I was so close to calling the cops to get them away, but that would undoubtedly lead to my house being egged or teepeed. The pounding continued for an uncomfortably long time, more than half an hour.
For a long time.
I thought these kids must be filming something for YouTube and were desperate for a reaction, but I wasn't going to give it to them. At some point I dozed off with the TV on, only to wake up to the knocking again. I looked at the clock. It was 2 in the fucking morning. How could those kids still be at it, I thought. I turned the TV off and sat up with my ears open. For a few moments, my heart completely stopped as I realized the knocking was not at my front door, but rather at my bedroom door. I jumped out of bed, looking around my room like a madman for something to use as a weapon. They knew I was awake now. They were trying the doorknob, trying to bust down the door. These weren't any kids. By some miracle, I came up with an idea. It was a long shot, but it was all I could think of. I turned on the receiver to my speaker system, plugged in my iPhone, brought up the YouTube app, typed in 45 gunshot sound effect, turned on the volume, and pressed play.
Oh my God,
the sound of a gunshot echoed out of the speakers.
Are you kidding me? Oh my God.
It sounded real enough. I paused the video after the first shot and yelled, "That was a warning shot. Leave now or I won't hesitate to shoot you in the head." And it worked.
Okay. At least grab a knife. What are you doing? They'll come in anyway. Like, if you... You know what? Let's just go back.
I heard 2 pairs of footsteps stomping over my wood floors and out the front door. I gave it a moment before opening my bedroom door and peeking outside. They were gone, but the front door was left wide open. I quickly shut it, called the police.
What?
And that's where my story ended. I heard 2 pairs of footsteps stomping over my wood floors and out the front door.
Was, like,
I gave it a moment before opening my bedroom door and peeking outside. They were gone, but the front door was left wide open. I quickly shut it, called the police, and that's where my story ended.
But, I rate that probably like a 5 as well, because, like, it didn't really scare me, but, like, it wasn't, like, better than the last one, because the last one was, like, actually kind of, like, funny and, like, actually, like, weird. Okay, that is it for the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that scared you, because it didn't scare me. I thought that they were going to be like more like demonic things, but they were just like kind of like real life scenarios. But yeah, thank you. And oh, you can say hi. That's my sister. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed. I hope it made you laugh a little bit, because if it did, girl, what is you? Okay, I'm gonna have to go deal with her, but thank you so much, and I'll be posting tomorrow. Okay, bye.